Hey winner, are you looking for entries or targets or stop losses, or just maintaining your current trades on EURUSD, POUND USD, Pound Yen, Gold, Silver, US Oil, USDCAD? Today I'm also going to include the COT report, so if you're interested in how the hedge funds, the big boys ahead of us, is also positioned in the market, well, you have come to the right place. Did you know that? The other thing is trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened today doesn't need to happen in the future. Also, whatever invested money done yesterday can be lost tomorrow. So please, have a strategy, have a plan, have a proven track record on demo or something that will prove you that you can make money in the Forex market. I also want to say that it's only for educational purposes, not investment advice. And some might also say it's entertaining as well. So here's my trade plans.
If I haven't already mentioned for you, my name is Eivind Bidal. I'm a Forex trader, I am an economist, and I'm here to help you trying to figure out this Forex market thing. And hope you are wondering, what is Eivind going to say about Eurodollar this week? Well, this week I am going to say I'm still looking for longs. Even though that is my fundamental bias, but the technical bias is the market is kind of sideways. So how do we then act and react in a sideways market? You buy low. So I had a buy down here, took profit from that one. I had a buy down here, I haven't taken profit from that one. Have a buy here, I still haven't taken profit from that one. So what am I really telling you guys? That whenever there is a dip in an uptrend, at least within this range, I am looking for buys. And generally speaking, I think we're going to go much higher. Though this election that is going to prove this one probably wrong or right or whatever in the direction it's going to be whenever that happens at the election day, I think we might have more range-bound trading. So, is that the top? I don't know. We shall see on Monday. But what I'm really hoping for is a continuation of this trade upwards. As we see here, that is the buy zone for this next week, and it's already been hit. The question is then, what is going to happen on Monday? Are we going to break it, take it back down to 118.10 and then up to 1950? Okay, 1950 I think is a good take profit. Again, where do you put your stop loss, Ivan? Well, I put my stop loss down. Let's see, stop loss down here at around 50 pips. That would be probably quite good. Does it go down to? Does it go below this 118 low on Friday? I'm no longer interested in such a trade. So I'm only looking for buys. Can you sell this? Not at what is presented to us right now. For the COT report for Euro, we have had increase in sellers. We have had increase in long positions, but more sellers than shorters. Is that really a good thing? Because we're increasing the shorts. I don't like that. We have been 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22%. It's still heavily long. So those who just took profit are probably getting engaged again. I also think that they're just waiting for the election so they can put down the bigger money. For pound dollar, we are looking for, I think that is quite a good support. Sounds like a good support to me, at least on the 4 hour. And I will also look for a buy. The other thing to this kind of trading idea is Brexit, lockdown. This can send the pound down, it can send the pound up. Okay? It's also the negative rates that can also make the market go up or down, depending on about what it talks about it. So far, it just talks about it, but that also moves the pound. So If there is talks about an Australian deal, that means no deal. Is that positive for the pound? Is that negative for the pound? It has so far been negative for the pound. So a no deal isn't positive. The other thing is, there was talks about the negotiation taking up again, and that's what dollar went up to take profit. Ta-da! So it's a bit of a bingo this week. And I guess that's also going to be next week as well. But so far, I'm looking for trades up to 32.50. And that's a good buy zone where price ends on Friday. And also, stop losses should be below M2 and down here. And that's a bit long, a bit large stop loss this time around. So the better price you can get, the closer you can get it to 130, the better it is. Remember, look at news about no deal, deal, negotiations, or whatever happens in those negotiations. British pound, Japanese yen. Let us go through the COT report just a minute. For the pound, we have had shorters taking profit and buyers getting long. Why? Because they foresaw that before this talks are getting back on again, that will move the pound up. So institutional traders saw that, okay, on the calendar, they're going to start talking again. Good. That's also made pound go up, and they also saw it before it happened. For the yen, we have had more shorts. That is positive for pound yen. Also, long getting out. So not big, but it's a trend. And it's 1 week, but also anything that can make this one smaller and this one larger is positive for me because I want pound yen to go up. As I want this to go up, I also didn't like the end of last week. It broke this support. It comes down to this support. It's kind of in a range, and I don't really know what I want with this. First of all, this is a very good buy zone. Okay? Comes down, back up. Comes down, has to hold, doesn't hold that one either. Has to make a new high, does not, and even comes back down there again, visiting the same level at around 136. So 136 is really the bullish price. It has to be above for me to continue to look for buys. But if this does not change, I might rather be away from this market. I don't like this. And sometimes you just have to be such a good trader that you can just say, I don't like this. I would rather wait for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before I even enter a trade if this range does continue. So I'm not going to give you any trades for this week on pound yen. I'm actually going to say, wait for Monday. Let's meet up on Monday and see how that goes. On that side, we're going to be live tomorrow as well at 19:30 GMT plus 2, which is Paris time. Where we're going to go through whatever trades you want, trading pairs you want to go through. I will try to do them for you. And it's going to be such a lovely, nice time, so please. And if you don't know what time that is, just subscribe to this channel and you will be notified. So, yeah. On that other side, I just want to say, let's go to the next one. For USDCAD, let's go to the Canadian COT. We have more shorts coming in. No. The traders don't like CAD at the moment. Which in this market conditions, CAD is supposed to rise in risk on markets, and it doesn't happen. We can also look at oil. Oil also fell this week and it has been kind of weird. And oil and CAD is connected. So if USDCAD went up this week, well, that is kind of some of the reason to it. So you have to look at those two. And it also seems like traders don't really believe in the Canadian economy either. So when that is the truth, should we be buying USDCAD? Should we be selling USDCAD? I still believe that dollar will be weaker than the weak Canadian. Why? Because that's the story that the market tells us. So we just continue to look for shorts. The other thing for this market here this week is support, resistance. Very good sell-off, by the way. Comes back down again, selling again. Comes back down, selling again. You wouldn't like that price there if you were a seller. But you're thinking, let's continue down. What do you want to see now? I would rather see a lower low pullback before we do anything else, as this market tends to now settle, take a back seat, and not be so aggressive anymore. Then you also take a back seat and don't be so aggressive in USDCAD next week. But if you find a good trade, if you find a good pullback, that's all I'm asking for. I'm asking for a pullback. That's all. We are looking at taking profit at around 130.38. Okay. Is that a good idea? Like this previous low here? Just doing that? Yeah, cool. Another thing to this suggestion is we're end of October now, going into November. So election is coming soon. You have to be prepared. Please prepare. How do you prepare? Well, I will tell you guys later on, but you should prepare. US oil, we have not a market here. This is not, I would call a market, okay? There is top, bottom of the range, that's all. Now I would say, adios amigos. I will see you on the other side of this pirate island. I mean, like, there's nothing here. It's just what like, why did I mention pirates? Just for explanation. This is just a market that you're going to lose money. You're going to be scammed by the market because there is no market. Yes, you can buy and sell US oil as much as you want, but price doesn't move. So whoever tries to sell you US oil this week, you have to be smarter and say, I'm not going to be buying this one because you are not in a favorable position to make money. That happens. Instead, you can go and look back at what happened in 2016. Also make up your plans. What happens if it goes up? What happens if it goes down? Does the US oil move at all because of the election? Or maybe you look into what the demand for oil is, supply of the oil is, or what the OPEC countries is going to do next. That might be a better educational thing than actually selling or buying US oil this week. Okay? So I'm actually not going to give you any targets. That's all. Gold. I'm disappointed. I am so disappointed because it doesn't. There is no market here. So we have been in a range. And we are in a range. There is not much to do then. How do we know in a range? You can just look at, for example, this black line here. Nothing much. And this is even so sideways is more sideways than sideways is sideways. So yeah, I think you should take a backseat on this one as well. Just relax, don't lose money, have a good time. Maybe see your wife, maybe see your kids, maybe see some voluntarily shelters for homeless people. Just do whatever you can do to make this place a better place. But yes, you can look for buys if you are to charge. You can look for buys if you then get buys. So if you're looking for buys, that's probably a buy. If you're looking for buys, that was probably a buy. 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 But then you ended there. So you kind of could have potentially maximally gotten 3 good trades. That doesn't mean that you did it, and you shouldn't be sorry for having them as well, and for not taking them as well. And after that, it just went back down into the range. So far, sorry. There's no need to be angry. There's no need to be sorry. There's no need to be whatever. The market just gives whatever you are given. You need to prepare for a larger market moves where the market just goes in one direction. When we come to the election, after the election, my plan, some of my plan is only going to go in one direction. So you should be good at trading in one direction. Okay, cool. Silver, same range, nothing more to do. But if you must have a target on that one, 25.50. Okay. Look for something like that and take profit. Okay. You're good, you're cool, you're amazing. Thank you. So for next week, what are we going to do now? You can jump into my Discord channel and we can have a chat. For next week, we can look at other pairs maybe. That will be tomorrow at 19:30 GMT+2. I will be live. We'll be bring your analysis, bring your smile, and bring your happiness, and we're going to have an amazing time together. So yeah, cheers, guys. Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Don't enter trades that you shouldn't be entering, because you should follow your strategy. Okay? Until next time, stay safe.